Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. This is the new Corvettes. Well, tonight is, of course, another night in the incredible journey of the American sports car called Corvette. Tonight we celebrate the introduction of the 7th generation, or C7 as we call it, right here in the Motor City. For 60 years, Corvette has represented the state-of-the-art in performance cars. To put it simply, this car is the reason I work at General Motors. As a young boy, I spent many car trips hunched in the back of the mid-60s car, riding with my dad. On many Saturdays, my dad took me to work in the Chevrolet engineering building. And on the way home, I made him promise to take me by the research lab where they had the Firebird and the newest Corvette. I, like many of my coworkers, want to work for the company that makes Corvette. Its presence, its performance, its history and heritage, everything it stands for has always raised the hair on the back of my neck. And I know that I am not the only one in this room who feels that way. Since 1953, through the good times and through the bad times for this company, there was always Corvette, demonstrating what it means to win, to be the best. And now, as we continue to bolster Chevrolet's best lineup ever, here comes the best Corvette ever. This car is all new from the ground up, and it is absolutely the best performance car that we know how to engineer and build. I will eagerly put this car up against any of the top performance cars in the world. In terms of design, technology, and performance, this car is second to none. And it is obtainable. It is so dramatic and special that we thought it deserved some extra recognition. That's why we're calling it, once again, the Corvette Stingray. First used on the 1959 Stingray Racer, then in '63 on what may be the most memorable series of models in its history, this is the name we only use to mark special generations of Corvettes. And C7 is indeed that special. Right now, I'd like to ask two individuals responsible for this transformation to join me here on stage. Please welcome GM's Vice President of Global Design, Mr. Ed Welburn. And the Executive Chief Engineer for Corvette, Mr. Chad Schechter.
Well, thanks, Mark, and good evening, everyone. It would be an understatement to say that this is a special night. Not only are we introducing this amazing car, we are giving it a name that is synonymous with emotional design and incredible performance, Stingray. Now I'd like to turn it over to Taj.
Thanks, Ed, and thanks for your support throughout the development of this car. Throughout the design process, Ed and his team have been focused on creating a world-beating design. You can see it's simply gorgeous, but the truth is it contributes enormously to making this the most capable standard Corvette we have ever built. We've already announced the car is going to go 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds. This car has astounding brakes. It corners at over 1G. But because of the design and the aerodynamics and the way this car works dynamically, this car, even in our early testing, is already faster on a track than today's performance model, the Grand Sport. But this car is not just about the numbers, it's about the way it drives. We've transformed the driving experience in every way. And the first time you get behind the wheel, you're going to know Corvettes have changed forever. The design, the driving experience, everything about this car truly lives up to the name Stingray. Mark?
Thank you, Taj. Great descriptions, guys. You guys really transformed the car and your teams. Congratulations. The three of us could talk. Yeah. The three of us could talk about this car all night, and in fact, on many occasions we have, we're that passionate about it. But you know, I'm as passionate about the people who worked on Corvette as I am about the car itself. That includes Taj and Ed, Mary Barra, who's here tonight, Dave Tatman, who's the plant manager at Bowling Green, and all the people from design, engineering, and manufacturing who have poured their heart and soul during a very tough time in the company into this car to produce what you see here today. It punctuates who we are. The soul of our company is indeed sitting right here in Corvette. A few weeks ago, we traveled to Bowling Green and drove the first cars made in the plant. The car is spectacular. We drove it in pouring rain, and the driver, we got to test all of the drive modes, I can tell you that right now, and the calibration is coming together very, very nicely. The people working on it are so proud to produce the great American sports car down there. They brought it to life. Their commitment made this Corvette worthy of the Stingray name once again, and many of them are here tonight. I'd like you to talk to them and hear their stories about the development and manufacturing of this car. They're waiting to meet you in the Stingray Salon just over to my left, so please join them and come get acquainted with the new Corvette Stingray. Thank you very much. All right. Great job, you guys. Great job.